another assumption about us is that we do things for clout. And honestly, to me, this is like one of the most frustrating things because that's the last thing I'll ever do is be a clout chaser, and that goes for the rest of the group.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hey guys, it's Nextkidz.
Welcome back to our channel.
So today we're going to be answering your assumptions about us. So we have been seeing these a lot on our Instagram comments, our YouTube comments, basically all over our social media platforms. So right now we're going to clear the air and set the record straight.
Yes, and again, like the last video, it's only us three again. The rest of the crew is busy. So even though they're not here, we will be speaking for the whole group of Nextkids. So just know, we're all still together. We're all still best friends. Don't worry.
They're just absent.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Okay, so the first assumption about us is that all we do is make videos, like Instagram videos and YouTube videos. That's actually not all we do. I know that we post a lot of content, and that is something that we love doing, but
Staying consistent.
yeah, but a lot of the times we are training and taking classes. So on the weekdays, we always make time for just training days. So we start off with stretching, then we go into workouts. I lead the workouts.
I do the stretching.
Yeah, so that goes on for like...
I struggle.
So that goes on for like 45 minutes, and then after that we have this online learning thing called Steezy, and we learn dances from choreographers. Yeah, choreographers all over the world on Steezy. So that's where we get our training from, or sometimes we take open classes in the Bay Area.
Honestly, like, dance is our passion, so like we can never just make videos. Like, that would never get us like fully to where we want to be in our life, because like we obviously know like you have to train, you have to keep growing. So honestly, like, we're not gonna post this training. Like, that's honestly our personal business. That's our personal growth. That's for ourselves to be responsible and take care of. So like, again, we only show you guys what we want you to see. And honestly, like, as a dancer, and if you're a dancer in the industry, you know, like, you don't need to be posting your training. You don't need to be posting your growth. Honestly, working in silence is the best. And honestly, again, we do make a lot of videos, and that's honestly because consistency is key, and that's honestly why your numbers start growing and your followers start growing, which we never do it for, but it's always good to get the exposure so people start recognizing you, people start knowing who you are. And if we want to get this Nextkid brand to the level we want, we have to keep getting the right exposure, the positive exposure. Like, we would never do things just for videos, just for social media. That's not the type of people we are. We do it because we love it, and just because we want to share positivity with you guys.
And we're like really productive, so this is just like one of the things that we prioritize. We're really balanced with everything. We make sure every area of our life is like really balanced, so we're growing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So another common assumption about us that I see on almost every single one of our videos is that we're too young to be dancing like this, or that we look younger than we actually are. And let's just set this straight. So we do make all of our own dances, and how we dance is how we want it. It's like how we're feeling the music, how we're feeling the vibe. If it's ratchet, it's gonna be ratchet. If it's cute, sassy, you're gonna be sassy. Dance doesn't really have an age to us because we are all here to learn and grow from different things, different music, vibes, all that. And it's like, we see that on a lot of videos, like, since some of us here are short, like me and Angie, and we look young, and Ricky, like, we look young, but we did. I'm sorry, I think I need to say it better. I'll just say it.
Basically, I feel like people get confused with our age and like how old we are is because, again, our name is Nextkids. And honestly, if you don't know why that's our name, it's because, again, we combined two combo words and we made it into Nextkids. And we did start this group when, like, I was like 15 when we started this group, and like she was like 17, 15, you know, Camille was 14 when she started.
Yeah.
So again, like, we were the kids, we were the next generation, we were the kids of our generation. We were always the younger people in our jobs and stuff. So it's like the name just kind of grew with this, and we honestly love the name. It's never gonna go anywhere. It's really our brand, and like, yeah, so it's like, Don't let Nextkids
Yeah.
fool you, because it's just our dance team name, you know. It's inspiring. We want to leave a legacy so that kids can feel like they can be a next kid, they can follow their dreams, they can pursue their passion, whether it's dance, whether it's being a firefighter, whether it's being in the army. Anyone can be a next kid as long as you're following your dreams and you're pursuing your passion, you know. That's why we want to keep the name Nextkids, because we want to leave a legacy on this earth.
And like Nextkids, like kids don't take it too seriously because there was like new kids on the block. Like it's just like a fresh name. Like
Yeah,
kids,
it is.
you want
Kids
to be
with
a
a Z.
kid. you
Yeah.
know?
And a lot of us, like, we're growing up. Like, we're almost all gonna be over 18 soon. And it's like, we're comfortable for how we dance. We know a lot of you like it, and we love it. We love doing what we do, so.
We're not too young.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, like, half the group is already over 18. Half of us are literally about to be 18. And honestly, like, if you're not comfortable with the way we're dancing, you know, there's always an unfollow button, you know, as respectful as I can say it as possible. Another thing is, if someone doesn't feel comfortable dancing a type of way or being in a video, or they're just not feeling it that day, they do not have to be in the video. Nothing on Nextkid is forced. Everyone is here for their will, their own personal responsibility. You do what you want for yourself, and again, if you don't want to be in the video, you don't have to, and no one is ever going to be forced. We all do things out of our kindness and our will.
That's that on that.
Another assumption about us is that we hear a lot of people say we do things for clout. And honestly, to me, this is like one of the most frustrating things, because that's the last thing I'll ever do, is be a clout chaser, and that goes for the rest of the group. Nobody on this group is clout chasing. We're all like, if you guys know us, or I know a lot of people that know us that even call us clout chasers, like even our closest friends call us clout chasers, and which is why we don't talk to them no more, because it's just not right to call us that. Like, if you truly know us and the meaning of why we created this group and what our ultimate goals are in our lives, we are not clout chasers. We are the most humble people, like, I know, and it's just so, like, it upsets me, and it makes me disappointed that people think we're clout chasing because we do challenges, or we post every day, or because, like, we're always dressing nice. Like, no, like, we're not here to, like, impress anybody. We do this because we love it. We love fashion. That's literally, like, if you can't tell by our Instagram and our YouTube, we love fashion. We don't do that to impress anybody. That's just the way we express ourselves. Second of all, we dance to different music because we love the song. And if we do it to a challenge, it's probably because we like that challenge. And honestly, like I said before, it's to get artists to recognize us, because one day in the future, you never know, they might remember us from dancing to their songs. It's always good to get more positive recognition and exposure for yourself, because that's how you build your brand and that's how you start growing. There's a difference between getting positive exposure, and there's a difference between clout chasing. Clout chasing would be like, we would literally be dancing like to like the top radio songs, and like only dancing a type of way, or only dressing.
Doing all the like trendy moves.
Yeah,
and shit.
doing the trendy moves, like hitting the whoa, or like doing like the jab,
name anyone,
the
I'll
kinks,
do
like just doing like things to get you clout. Like, honestly, like, and if you see us that type of way, I'm so sorry, because honestly, that's not our intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's really easy, like the first thing to like, if you really just look at us for 1 second, it's really, I understand why you would think that, but there's a lot of like leaders that we look up to that like took the time to understand what we're trying to do, and they're like, oh yeah, like I don't usually like people that do this, but I see that you guys are acting smart, and you're really taking time to schedule and be on top of your stuff, so I support you, and it's just, that just makes me feel good.
Honestly, I feel like if we were clout chasers, we would only make Instagram videos, and that's what it is. And we don't only make Instagram videos. We train so much, we work so hard for ourselves, we always try to push out of our comfort zone. We love challenging each other with our choreo, whether it's taking a hard class, or Angie pushing us through the workouts, or during the stretches, stretching super far, or like taking classes outside in LA, in the Bay Area. It's just like, there's just so much more to us. Again, like, you guys don't see everything. We're not clout chasers, and if you still believe we are, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. We already explained ourselves. There's nothing else we can do.
If we were clout chasers, every YouTube video would be clickbait.
Yes.
Like, literally none of our videos
None
have
of them.
any
And there's
clickbait.
so many thumbnails on Instagram we could have made clickbait, but we didn't, because, you know, that's just too inappropriate. We don't want people clicking on our page just to see some like booty, or like see our bodies. Like, we're not about that. Like, even though like whenever we pick our thumbnails, we always pick the one that looks the cleanest. like the one that really like is kind of eye-pleasing, eye-catching, like, oh, I want to watch this, you know? Not really clickbait, like, oh, let me put like something inappropriate so people will watch it. We would never do that because we all have morals and we all have parents, so our parents would not allow that, and we're just not that type of person. Again, we're not clout chasers. Thank you very much.
Okay, so the next assumption about us is that we're related. And honestly, like, we could be related right here. Like, there's a lot
Look
of...
at my brother and sister.
Filipinos, Filipino, Pinoy.
Filipino, Filipino.
Filipino, Pinoy.
Yeah, there's
Latino.
Yes. There's a lot of, like, Filipinos on our team. There's a lot of Filipinos in Nextkids. So sometimes like only like the Filipino people make videos together, and it's like, wait, are they related? But no, we're not. It would
We're
be
just
Unfortunately.
best friends.
Yeah, we're just best friends. But Caitlin and Nicole are obviously related.
Yeah, they're the only ones
Sis.
related.
Yes.
Sis. That's why they look alike, and sometimes you
Well,
guys might confuse them.
Me and Camille come close. I don't know.
Alright, so another assumption. This one's mostly for me. I get this question a lot, and it's is Ricky gay? So, one thing I just gotta say, honestly, like, it's 2019. I feel like at this point, whether you're 12 years old, 6 years old, 19 years old, 50 years old, it's 2019. I just honestly think that's my business. I think that's nobody in the world's business. Honestly, you can think however you want about me. Honestly, letting opinions get to me will never help me. It's honestly just gonna make me insecure, and honestly, I don't listen to opinions because I know my worth, I love myself, and I can act whatever way I want as long as my friends are okay with it, my family supports me, my friends support me, and honestly, just being your true self is always important. Letting people's opinions get to you will always put you down. Be in control of your happiness, because if you're letting someone's opinions get to you, it's never gonna do you any good. Honestly, like, it shouldn't matter. It honestly shouldn't matter. I don't need to say whether I am or not. It shouldn't matter if I'm gay or not. Because regardless, you should still love me for who I am. And if you don't love me, then there's always the unsubscribe button, you know, like, you know, if honestly, if you're homophobic, then you shouldn't be in my life. And that's what it is. You shouldn't be in anybody's life, because it's 2019, you know, we're 3 months away from 2020. We're in the future now. Being homophobic just isn't it anymore. If you're someone who is having trouble coming out, or just like you're younger and like your parents aren't okay with it, or you're in a friend group where your friends aren't okay with it, honestly, I'm telling you this, you shouldn't be around them. And honestly, if I know it's hard for your parents to accept you, but it's honestly who you are, and you shouldn't try to act like someone else for somebody else. Always stay true to yourself.
Always.
Be who you are. Express yourself in any type of way. You know, always be legal. Do the right things. Don't do nothing crazy. But just, you know, just be true to yourself. That's all I gotta say, because like I said, like, letting other people put you down will never get you anywhere. Anywhere. Just be happy, control your happiness, and live your life to the fullest amount, because you never know. You never know.
And adding on to that, I feel like if you know a friend or you know anybody, it's 2019. There is people who are coming out who have different, maybe like different type of people than you, and just everyone needs to learn to be okay with it.
And accept it.
People are people. People love who they love. Mm-hmm. That's how I believe it. That's how a lot of people should believe it. Sorry,
Exactly.
don't put that in there. But that's how I believe it. That's how I see all my friends. If they love who they love, if they don't love a certain people, if they like a certain type of gender, anything.
Just accept it. Because at the end of the day, if it's not you, why are you stressing and worrying about it? You know, it's somebody else. Let them be who they want to be, because they're happy, and just let them live their life. Because you stressing about someone else's life, it's like, worry about yourself. And that's so honest, and I'm sorry if I sound rude, but it's just this comment gets commented all the time, and I just get so fed up. And thank you so much to the people who really back me up, and just like, I always see some comments, they're like, why does it matter? Like, you should still like him regardless. Like, and that's true. Like,
That's facts.
it's literally like, and there's little girls commenting now. I'm like, wow, like, this little girl knows better, and she's like 12 years old, or like 14, 15. I'm like, wow, like, props to you, because your parents taught you right, or you have a good mentality. Because honestly, again, whether you're gay, or you're short, you're tall, you're skinny, you're thick, it shouldn't matter if it's not you. Honestly, worry about yourself. Be in control of who you are. Worrying about someone else, I just read a book about it. It's not good. It's not healthy for you at all.
Okay, so the last assumption about us, we got this on more than a couple of videos, is that we're rich because of the clothes we have or because of the stuff that we're able to do. And what do you guys have to say about that?
No.
No, I don't know. I don't really like the rich word. I don't think that's very humble of us to say at all. But, you know, like, again, like, we all are together for a reason because we literally have the same passion for everything. Like, we're all so artistic. We love the same hobbies. And again, we love fashion. Like, I can't stress this enough. I don't know how many times I have to say this in every single video. And if it's not obvious already, we just love fashion. And majority of us work on Nextkidz, so it's not like
more
our
than
parents
half.
are paying for it or we're getting free-handed stuff yet. Well, we are kind of like we're getting some like some
But
we're
not enough.
Yeah, we're getting some like clothes sent to us, but it's not like every
we
day
wear
or like
all
it's
the
not like
time.
PR.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, like some brands will be like, hey, like what's your address, and like we'll
Like,
send it
it's
to
a
them.
collab. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, please wear my stuff.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know?
just like, again, like we love fashion, so it's like, yeah, we're gonna invest our money into clothes because we love it. And honestly, for me personally, I just like looking nice. Like, it's nothing about showing off or looking a type of way or trying to impress somebody or dressing for somebody. I just love looking nice. Like, that's just something about me. Is if you go to school with me, if you know me personally, you just know I'm always like fixing myself. I'm always like dressing up to school. I don't like dressing bummy. It's just how I am. It's nothing wrong with dressing bummy. I just love expressing myself through clothes. It just makes me feel calm.
It's just important to us. Like, some people save their money, some people spend their money in different areas. I spend a lot of my money on clothes, or I have. I've been
Yeah.
saving lately, but
Yeah, same.
yeah.
And it's just like, honestly, to me, it's like a way to reward yourself. And I know I don't make like tons of money, but I just love clothes, and I do spend a lot of my money on clothes and food. And I know a lot of people can relate to me on that food one, bro. I be like too much money on food, but
Like,
Go
ahead.
Oh, like, just like, and I know like we do a lot of things, like we go to LA or we take this class or we do this. And honestly, it's just like, again, like I said earlier, like we show you what we want you to see. So it's like, we're not gonna show you,
How we saved up for that trip.
yeah, how we saved up or how
Yeah.
like
how we
what the
made ends
process-
meet.
where the process is, or we're not gonna tell you like our jobs and stuff. Like, we don't need to tell you all that. Like, you know, you work in silence and pay off later, you know? So it's like,
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of like how they said like we all spend money on clothes and stuff. Like, for me at least, I don't spend like on hella expensive clothes. Like, you think we're like rich because you see us with newer things, but it's like the newer things are from the thrift store, or the newer things are like resold from friends like that sell their used clothes. Like, you don't have to really invest like a lot of money to look good.
yeah.
And that's like one of the things about the assumption about us, like being rich is not the case.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like we work for what we have
Exactly.
and we earn what we.
And like, we're all like aspiring models. Like, we all want to be a model one day for clothing, for fashion, for brands. And honestly, like, wearing different clothing and styling yourself is good recognition for other brands and companies to see you. So it's like always good to be wearing nice clothes so they see you. And like,
Like, being a dancer and being in the entertainment industry, you have to be really trendy and on point. Like,
trendy and like,
you have to know what's in, so that's why well, it's not why, but like, you kind of have to, being a dancer.
and just like any other industry, like robotics industry, you gotta invest in technology, you gotta spend money on wires, you gotta spend money on the, like, just like being a constructioner, like you gotta invest in your money on tools, you gotta buy the proper tools, the great tools that are gonna last you a long time. And just with clothes, we love clothes, we want to be models one day, we want to be working with so many brands, you know, we gotta invest our money in these brands so they know that we're buying from them and we appreciate their clothing. So it's just like, don't believe everything you see on social media is basically the moral of the story, because again, everyone on social media only shows you what they want you to see. They don't show you the behind the scenes. They don't show you what they have to go through to get those things. They don't show you everything. And just know, we're coming from a place of our hearts. We don't do anything for clout. We don't do anything to impress nobody. We do this all because we love it. We genuinely love social media, and I know we post a lot. We're always wearing these colors. We're always wearing these different clothes. But again, like I said earlier, we all share clothes. That's why you might see some clothes in some videos repetitive, and it's okay because we wash it. So it's not like it's dirty or anything. We're just artistic people, and we just love showing our passion through art, and that's basically who we are, and that's why we were brought together by the angels above through the divine.
And we want to just show you guys, like Nextkids, we're just a group. We're like average people that, like, a lot of you have already met. Like, we've met a lot of our subscribers and stuff. So, like,
we're just like you guys.
Like,
it's surprised. We're just a normal kid. We're just a normal teen.
I feel like some people expect so much from us, but like, if you saw our actual lives, like, you'd be like, oh, like they're
normal.
Regular people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, duh. But then there's a big majority that aren't you guys that really do think that. So if you do know us personally and you're just like, who do they think they are? You'd be surprised if you read the comments and stuff in our DMs. So.
For real.
And not even trying to like brag or anything, but we're just being truthful. This video was to talk about truth. This video was to confront assumptions. So if you're thinking negatively, then I'm so sorry. Like
we're doing the best we can.
Yeah. Sorry. We're just trying to be truthful with you guys. You know, you guys are our best friends. We do this stuff for you guys. So honestly, we have to be truthful for you guys. We love you guys. Like, anybody can be a Nextkid. You don't have to have tons of clothes to be a Nextkid. You don't have to be
You do not have to be rich.
You don't have to be a dancer to be Nextkid. You don't have to love fashion. You just have to embrace who you are. Embrace all of who you are. You need to be doing what you were put on this earth to be. Whether it was to be a wrestler, football player, ballet dancer, just anything you have passion for, just please pursue that. Please do that, because I promise you, you are a light to this world. If you do, you inspire so many people. You'll just make this world a better place by following your dreams, because then everyone will be happy if everyone just followed their dreams, you know?
Alright, so that's it for today's video.
Thank you guys so much for watching and taking your time to listen to us.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, turn on our post notifications, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Wow.
Don't let the kids in Nextkids intimidate you.
No, Rosanna Penasino.
Yeah, let's get started. I love that girl.